Hello, I am live again. I'll have to get my cards back out, but I decided I wanted to go live. I need to sing. Hello, hopefully I will get this. And it will go. Let's see, I'm almost positive it works better if I have this in. I think this is better sound. Cool, so here, let's not show. All right. Hey, I am here. All right. No, don't. Behind. Cool. Hello. Let's see how it works. I like being here. I think I just want to work with these two decks right now. I kind of just want to hang out with this deck for the moment and see. Hi, welcome in. Glad you're here. Should say hi. It would be really cool. I like getting to interact with everyone. Hi, Patty. See what all we get. I want to work with this deck. It's my newest tarot deck. This one and my Secret Woods Oracle deck I got for my birthday. Hi, Ashwini. How are you? Let's see what messages this deck has for us. I am seeing if lives will help me get more subscribers. I'm trying to get built up. I'm hoping that I can get my page shared a few times and get more people. Thank you! Page of Cups. Let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. It's a good card. Just trying to be happy and fine. I think that's what everybody's trying to do, isn't it? It's kind of what all of us strive for, is to be happy. All right, I want to go through and make sure this card is all in the upright. Thank you. Please do share my page. I'm trying to get more subscribers. I'd like to get it up so I can do memberships. I kind of think in memberships I want to make some videos going over like how I read cards and just do more things working with the cards. Obviously do videos too, but I'd like to be able to get it so I can do more and so it can reach more people. And I'm hoping to start being able to sell some more personal readings. I'd like to work more one-on-one with people. But I also know I have to keep working at it more, and I haven't been doing enough effort towards it. So I can't expect much of an outcome if I'm not putting the effort in. Good night, Ash. Sweet dreams. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Tell Malapel hi for me, okay? Let's see. This deck is so pretty. I like it. Justice and Sun came back up again. This time it's got a little bit of a different feel though. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. And give yourself permission to experience joy. Yep, I do have conscious awareness. This is true. Thank you. I'm hoping to have a good day. So far it's been pretty good. I did a live earlier for a little over an hour as well. else does this deck have for us? What else does... Ah! The Magician. You have everything you need to do anything you want. Queen of Pentacles. There's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. Seven of Cups. Not every great option you're given will be a great option for you. It's kind of that aspect of too many choices and you need to decide which one's best. 0. The Cozy Witch. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. I might be being called out a little bit. 8 of Pentacles at the bottom. Sorry, but fairies aren't going to come do all the work for you. Talk about that in the terms of the tarot, right? 2 of Pentacles. When life gets chaotic, find a way to get grounded and balanced. Yep. Thanks. This deck was talking to me. Hopefully it's ringing for other people too, but this one was definitely a me one as well. I have everything I need to make it all work already, but I need to actually do that. I don't have to sacrifice anything. I just have to put the work into it. And then I need to be smart about what options are right for me and what options aren't. It's kind of funny. And then take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. Let's see what else we've got. We've got tarot and coffee going today. Story of my life. Actually, I would like to take a moment to say thank you for YouTube being a thing and to be able to talk to everybody. Hi, Nancy! Ash was going to bed, so I'm not sure if she's still here, but hi, how are you? Definitely still time to donate. This is the second live today, and I'm just getting started. If you'd like to donate, I would love it, and I will pull out more of my cards. I was just getting them out, so please do. I believe in the description I have all the things, and then also I have on my community board I have the information too. You go ahead and donate quick, and then if you have questions, or do you just want a general read? But I'm excited. Let's see what else I've got going. Pulling out my cards again. I really like that new deck. Making sure all my cards are in the upright and clearing it as I go. Coffee and tarot as I talk to myself. Awesome. Thank you, Nancy. I greatly appreciate. You are the only one on the list currently. Do you have specific questions, or do you just want energy read? I've been hitting the nails for people on energy reads lately, I guess. I was just doing going through every deck in the live earlier. I didn't get donations, but I wasn't. Threw some truth bombs at Cappy. Ooh. Okay. You want me to see what his reactions, what he was thinking to him? Let me get another deck here. That's definitely going to be this one first. I want to do this deck for this other thing too. Back and forth. Let's check on how Cappy is feeling and his next actions. Will do. I'm getting clear out this deck as well, and we will see what we can do. Haha, this should get a little interesting. Ooh. All right. I want to use this deck right here first. Let's see what Cappy's... can I ask, I want the first one that I ask to be what Cappy's initial, like, feelings towards that was. Yeah, I bet it was an all-out fight. Haha, yes, and his current feelings. We will. I want to see what his initial, like, that initial gut feeling was. You know what I mean? When he first read it. Granted, just saying it, I got, like, that tightness in the chest thing. But let's see. What was Cappy's initial feelings when he first just flat out read the facts? What was his initial thoughts with that? Cappy's initial feelings and thoughts. 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, he knew he was going to have to work on it. He was like, whoa. He was seeing it. What else? Daughter of Wands, which is Page. Oh, this is actually, okay. Daughter of Wands, which is Page of Wands, which in this deck, with this one, it always looks like that snake swarming around the stick, protecting its stick. It always just reminds me of that, like, overzealous and overprotective. But then there's an Ace of Wands. 7, he's thinking 7 of Wands. This is not what I was expecting at all. 9 of Cups. This looks a lot like he's looking at this as his, it's finally out there. Like, it's out. He realizes he's going to have to work on it and it's going to have to be overcome and everything. But that information's out now. Like, it's out in the open. Dumbass. Because, sorry, pardon my language. I guess it's a good thing I'm not monetized yet. Daughter of Pentacles, which is Page of Pentacles, and 9 of Wands. Yeah, even with this split, the 9 of Wands going up and the Page of Pentacles, he's looking at it as though, but it's not the same thing if you're the one who tells him. Instead of him saying it, it's not him coming clean, but he's looking at it as the cat's out of the bag now. That's so weird. That's not what I was expecting. I mean, this was a little bit of what I was expecting, that protectiveness, which explains the fight concept. And that, but it looks more like he's looking at it as like, oh, it's out. That makes sense. A lie or something hidden. But it's not the, I wouldn't outright say bet either because, but still, it's not, if you're the one saying it, it's not him coming, guys, humans, people. You can't see me, but I keep grabbing my, like, doing that unbelievable face rub thing. I love how I just did it again to describe it. Like, that helps you see. It's not the same thing if you... Okay, let's get further. All right. So, he's looking at it as like, oh, it's out of the bag. Like, it's already there. But it isn't if you're the one saying it. But maybe he's looking at it as that concept of overcome, 9 of Cups, and 9 of Wands. Maybe he's looking at it as that you bringing it, you calling it out this way is a way for him to be able to take the steps to get clean. Like it's like he's looking at it as though that's an opening. But with the 9 of Cups, it's like he thinks it's an opening and it's, let's see what else. Cappy's current feelings on it. So that was his immediate. What's Cappy's current feelings about all of this? Cappy's current feelings on all of this. Emperor? Current feelings. giving him the position to stand in his power. Well, if he talks, if he says it outright, it will, but sitting in his power. It's almost like he feels like if you know, then you know, so it doesn't, then you already know. But that's not the same thing as saying it. Knight of Wands. I like Knight of Wands because that's taking steps in that power and moving forward and being fast and passionate scenario. Judgment. It did come out in reversed, but I don't do just reversals, but I do take note of it that way. He thinks it's going to play out. That he doesn't think that he did anything super wrong in it. Like, he thinks that there'll be things to overcome, but it's going to work. It's going to balance out. And when you see it all, you'll be able to make clear judgments on it. But he's sitting in his power. Like, he thinks that you knowing is... He's sitting in his power because you already know and it's already there. I almost don't like the way this feels. It's kind of gross. Sorry. Right? He never admits his wrongs. Makes sense, right? Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't reading all the comments. The was because I've got another screen over here that I can see the comments better, but I accidentally scrolled to somebody else's live for a second. I don't like the way this feels. Let's see if I can get any more on. Well, okay. Let's pull these. Why does he... This actually feels like, before it felt like he was taking steps to realizing where his wrong was and stuff, but now it feels more like he's like, oh, it's done, it's over with, we can overcome this now. And it's not like he, ugh. Alright, let's see. What are Cappy's next actions? What's Cappy currently planning? What are Cappy's most likely next actions? Cappy's most likely next actions in regards to this. Likely next actions in regards to this. Ooh. Okay. Father of Cups is King of Cups. And if you notice, this is the split where it was at. And that's Temperance. Ace of Pentacles. And then this is Eight of Wands. I hope that this is wrong. Nine of Swords is right here. So maybe. I am hoping that this is wrong. This is a lot like he's going to come in thinking he's the King of Cups. He's going to come in and offer all that emotional and be like, ha, like it's all out in the open now and we can go forward with this and it's all good and done. But not in a sense of like, yes, you're right, this is what I did wrong and I'm sorry, or you're right, that happened. More like, jump over that step and just jump into, I am so madly in love with you, and pretend that like the acknowledgement that was there, but not really a discussion with it. More like here I am and here we are and we're going to move forward now that it's there. I want this stuck. I want to get, actually, let's do this one again. To get more on this. What are Cappy's current, what, can I get another round of Cappy's most immediate actions towards Nancy? What are his next most immediate actions towards Nancy? Next immediate actions towards Nancy. Hangman, changing viewpoint. But that's, okay. Maybe this is better. Maybe this is better. Lovers or choice. Chariot was trying to come out. I'm going to keep shuffling, but Chariot was, and then right here's Four of Swords. So maybe he is still in his head. Maybe. Lovers or choice card. Yeah. This is a lot of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too many cards. Three of Swords. I'm gonna look at these, but then I'm gonna shuffle again. Yeah, that's what it seems a lot like. He's gonna try to avoid the problem. It doesn't. It's almost like he's gonna just come rushing in with this like fresh love and expect you to be like forget that it was there, not want to talk about it, not want to deal with it, not want to hash it out, just be like, phew, that's over, and just go forward. Chariot. I am really hoping that this is wrong. Ten of Swords, which is the completion of being stuck in your head. I love it in this deck, which it's interesting because in this deck, the birds, the blackbirds are the swords. And in this deck, they're all flying away instead of the person being laying down in pain, because tens are completions. So it's like he's done being stuck in his head about it. It's like he doesn't feel like he has to be in his head and feel guilty and all of that anymore because it's out in the open. And he's going to want to start fresh, but it doesn't feel like he's going to want to acknowledge, admit, or handle that situation. It feels like he just wants to just start fresh and pretend it didn't happen, kind of thing. Hopefully I'm wrong. I really hope I am wrong, and I could be. It's always a possibility. There's a death and rebirth at the split, along with Nine of Wands. So maybe he has learned his lesson with it. That is possible, and he does want a fresh start. It just doesn't feel like he wants to go about it the right way. I'm sorry, Nance. I don't know what you want to do that. I mean, it does seem like it's the end of a bad cycle and that he does want a fresh start with you. It just doesn't feel like the right type of fresh start. But that could be me putting me onto it. Because in my mind, in order to have a fresh start, you have to discuss the situation. Like actually, for me, and see, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm putting me in there. Because for me, in order to move forward with someone, they have to acknowledge the things. And we have to be able to rebuild trust. And we can't do that if they haven't acknowledged and tried to make amends. If they're just like, all right, let's be lovers again, it doesn't seem new to me. I'm gonna see. Let's see. We can look into that. It does look like he wants a fresh start with you. He wants a relationship with you, and he wants something. Yeah, no, that's what normal people do. Well, thank you. I don't always consider myself normal. Here, we haven't used this deck with this one, so let's see. Is Cappy going to want? Is Cappy going to offer commitment? Does Cappy want commitment? Actually, not just want. Is he going to offer it? Is he going to take actions of commitment towards Nancy? Is Cappy going to take actions of commitment towards Nancy? Is he going to take actions of commitment towards Nancy? That's way too many, and it didn't come out anyways. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles. Slowly but surely, you're going places. I think he is. I think he's going to work towards commitment with you. He wants you. It's not, that isn't, is he going? Oh, I know what I want to ask. Is he going to offer commitment? Is he going to take actions of commitment towards Nancy? He's already gone so freaking slowly, though. Like, you can't go much slower than him. Gotta be a snail. And a snail may have gotten to Nancy faster. In fact, we might have seen one the other day. Ace of Cups. Do you feel that in your heart? That's potential, dear. I think he is. Slowly but surely he is. I think he is. I know what I want to ask, though. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I want to ask something. It looks like it, but like, again, slow. It looks like that's what he wants. It's just, I want to ask. I'm going to use this deck again. Will Cappy actually be committed to Nancy? Does Cappy actually know that he will be committed to Nancy? Does Cappy know that he will be committed to Nancy? And then I'm going to ask if he'll believe it. First, I want to see if Cappy knows he will be committed. Does Cappy know he will be committed to Nancy? Does Cappy know he will be committed to Nancy? Way too many cards. Way too many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 of Cups, Justice, Temperance, 6 of Pentacles, High Priestess, 10 of Cups. Huh. Let's see. Well, does Cappy know he will be committed to Nancy? Does Cappy know that he will be committed to Nancy? Does Cappy know he will be committed to Nancy? Patient Witch. Learn to get comfortable with sitting still whenever necessary. Also known as Hangman. I don't think he knows if he will. The bottom of the deck is 10 of Pentacles. Having it all looks different to everyone. Let's see something. On 1 second, Nancy. I want to ask. I was going to ask if he believes he will be, but I want to see something. Does Cappy believe he's capable of being committed? Does Cappy believe he is capable of being committed to anyone? Does Cappy believe he is capable of being committed? Knight of Swords. I don't know if he thinks he is able. Does Cappy? Page of Wands. Cappy believe himself to be capable of commitment. He's afraid of missing out on things. Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Dude, this guy is so weird. It's like he knows he wants you. And he wants that. But he doesn't know if he's even capable because he's always got freaking FOMO. And does Cappy believe Nancy's capable of being committed? I wonder if it's, let's see, I'm going to see, does Cappy believe Nancy's capable of being committed? And Nance, I'm not questioning if you are. I know you're capable of it, but does he believe that Nancy's capable of being committed? Ace of Cups, he does. King of Cups, 2 of Wands. But he's worried that he's not enough for it. He's also worried that there's always something else. That freaking fear of missing out. Boy needs to work really hard on himself. Let me see. I will ask what Cappy wants the most. This is interesting because it's not... What he wants the most is to be happy, which is why Nine of Cups keeps coming out. But I just think that he doesn't know how to be happy, which I'll ask that after. But what does Cappy want the most? What does Cappy want the most? What does Cappy want the most? Give me 1 second. I want to clear my own interjections because I'm... Okay. What does Cappy want the most? What does Cappy want the most? Lovers, choice card. What does Cappy... Whoa, 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 whoa. He doesn't know what he wants. Four of Pentacles. He's very, very closed off, conservative, and by that I don't mean like, but he's restricting not only his emotions. In this deck, I know it's Pentacles, so it's usually about being like frugal and overly frugal, but if you look, this money bag always looks like a pillowcase to me, and the person holding it so tightly looks like they're just, it's this emotional fear that's causing them to be that way. King of Cups. He wants to be this person. He knows you're worthy of that person, and he knows that, like, he loves that about you. But he's terrified of being left out, being abandoned, of being hurt. He's just so, like, that's what he sees the end result being. If he becomes this, if he is that, he'll get hurt. Because he knows he deserves to be. Or he thinks he deserves to be. It's not fair to say he knows he deserves to be, because truthfully, even the worst of the worst deserve our love. Granted, you can love a person from far away, but he feels he deserves that. Three of Swords was at a split, and I was seeing it when I was shuffling it. So he wants love. He wants that choice, but he doesn't think that that choice is really even his choice at this point. Because he doesn't believe that he deserves it. And because he doesn't believe he deserves it, he's terrified of being open. So that kind of answered my second question already, because I asked what he wanted and it gave me what he wanted, but also what he believes he deserves. Will Cappy be able to move past this? Okay, I am going to ask that question. I'm going to ask if Cappy can move past this. But I don't suspect that we're going to get a solid answer, because we have free will and it's a matter of him choosing. I think so. I think it is, Nancy, but let me see. Will Cappy... Actually, yeah. Will Cappy be able... Temperance. It's a balance. Death keeps showing itself to me, by the way. Which is a death and rebirth and ending and a new beginning. I think you got to trust your gut and do what you know is best. But I don't think... He keeps being wishy-washy, Nance. I think it's time for you to kind of love you a bit more than this. But let's see. trying to see. Okay. What advice do you have for Nancy in regards to Cappy? What advice do you have for Nancy in regards to Cappy? What advice is there for Nancy in regards to Cappy? Six of Pentacles. You've given a lot to this. You need to decide if you're getting more. 10 of Wands. Walking away, knowing your worth, knowing the work you've put in, knowing what's there. And a Knight of Cups, other options, or just options. It could be that you're walking away from it will bring him around. But this is looking a lot like it's time to walk. It's time for you to walk away. But don't do it in anger. Don't walk away in anger. Don't walk away and just walk away and, you know what, I know what I've put into this and I'm not getting what I deserve out of it. So it's time for me to pack my bags and walk in a direction that's elsewhere. That's what this feels like. This was the split, which was Ace of Pentacles, which is a fresh new start. Page of Cups, which is finding the little things, the silly things, the joyful things, and remembering the obscurities, the oddness of life, and following those, your small joys and the little things. That's what I'm getting from this. I wish it was better news. Let me see if I can get Moonology. I want to pull a Moonology card for you. Let's see, what Moonology card do we have? Is there a Moonology message for Nancy? Moonology message for Nancy. Okay. My deck is like, I don't know yet. Do I gotta do? Okay, let's see. There we go. That was fun. Your hard work is paying off, and your dreams need a practical plan. Hello, Richa. Yeah, it is getting old. I don't blame you. And the way he read this time was so much different, because before he'd been reading like he was in his head about it and he was feeling guilty and and it was like he knew he needed to tell you. But this time it was like he already felt the relief because you knew, and it was move on time. You're very welcome, Nancy. Thank you. Richa, how are you doing? I don't like how there was no conclusion with that. And you could tell even with the cards there wasn't, but he was just like, oh, it's good now. Ugh. That was not fun. All right. Well, Nancy, I hope a whole lot better for you. I really, really do. And I think there is definitely better around the corner. But I think it's time for you. I do think it needs to be like not in a fit of rage. It needs to be this peaceful move on, though. Because I think that is good for you and also good for the situation. Yeah, it was like he wasn't taking accountability at all. It felt so gross. Ugh. I don't like it when it's like that. Let me see. Let's see what whispers of healing we got. Let's see. Can I get a whispers of healing for Nancy, please? Can we get a whispers of healing for Nancy in regards to this situation? Whispers of healing for Nancy. That's a lot. We're not taking that many. Can I please get a whispers of healing for Nancy? Thank you. Flow. It's kind of time to go with the flow. I think you can kind of see the direction it is, and it's time to just flow with it. I'm so Nancy. I'm sending you so many hugs. So many hugs. Thank you so much for getting this reading, though, and I am so sorry. I wish it was better. Richa, right now I am on a paid reading, and I'm only doing paid personals, but if you stick around, when I'm done with Nancy's, I will continue doing my cards and getting collective readings. People seem to get messages through them, but I'm not doing any free personals. I'm doing paid ones. You're so welcome, Nancy. Thank you so much. I am so sorry. And I am looking forward to some much better things for you. Much better. You deserve so much better than this. But yes, Richa and everyone else, I'm just finishing up Nancy's. You feel good with that? I'm not really. It was a horrible message. I'm sorry. But I'm doing, if you want a personal reading, I'm doing paid. They're paid. But I am messing with my cards and getting collective readings. And so messages for people are coming out. But if you want a guaranteed reading for you, it is paid today. I'm sorry. I wish I could just do unlimited free readings all the time, but it surprisingly takes more energy than people realize to do them, and I gotta, the energy exchange is nice, and it's just kind of needed. But I would also greatly appreciate it if you can't pay, like I said. You do definitely deserve better, for sure, Nancy. But like I was saying with the paid part, you, if you can't, if you stick around, most people do get what they're asking comes out in the cards. I do end up getting messages for them. I just am not doing free personals, but I am doing free collectives, and personal messages seem to come out. And if you like and subscribe to my page, I would greatly appreciate it. I am trying really hard to get my subscriptions up so I can reach more people that way. Man, the wind is picking up here. Thank you, Nancy. Have a great afternoon and day for you, too. I think it's starting to get to evening there, if I remember correctly. Thank you so much for coming. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for getting a reading, Nancy. I am hoping so much better for you, and I am looking forward to getting to see a whole lot better for you. Thank you. All right. Does anybody else like a personal reading? Anyone else like to donate? Ooh, Page of Air. Truthful, analytical, and outspoken. Five of Air, which is Five of Swords. Mistakes, melodrama, resentment, ego battles. Hermit, introspection, self-discovery, and mentorship. The thing with that is I keep getting that some of us have been in hermit mode too long. Some of us are stuck in our heads fighting ourselves because we're not seeing the positives, because we're in a loop of negativity. Thank you so much, Patty. I greatly appreciate you helping me. See what else there is. Let's see. Okay. What messages do you have? What messages are there? What messages is there for me? Man, this page of air really wants to come out. Someone definitely. 5 of air. Someone is definitely. 12, which is awakening, pause, perspective, selflessness. It's also the Hangman card. It's that needing to get a different perspective on things. 7 of earth, investment, assessment, and patience. Somebody needs to step back from their ego and their pride. You need to look at things, acknowledge your mistakes, and accept others' mistakes as mistakes. You need to take a step back from the situation and figure out why whatever is bugging you so bad. You are getting into fights and arguments and disagreements with people over things that don't matter because something else is really, really, really bothering you. And you need to take a break and evaluate the situation. You need to go within yourself and figure out what it is within you that is really bugged. And if it is something that a person has done, and it is a problem with a person, after you've stepped away and taken that time to evaluate, you need to go and talk to that person, but not in a drama, not about other things. You need to go talk to them about whatever the situation is. If you feel someone has stabbed you in the back and has done something, but instead you're not talking to them about that. Instead, you're fighting over things that don't matter. You're fighting over, I always call it, I call it like the condiment fights, but you're also like, it feels like you may have taken something really, really serious and they didn't mean it to be serious. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take things that way, but it means that you need to step back, you need to breathe, you need to evaluate why it was so serious to you, and you need to talk to them about it and figure out why it's serious to you, why it isn't serious to them, and how you can meet in the middle. Because this is something that you have put a lot of time and energy into. You are risking a relationship. I don't know if it's a business relationship. I don't know if it's a personal relationship, but you are risking a relationship that you have put a lot of time and energy into. You've put a lot into this, and you had a lot of patience with it, but you're kind of running out of that patience, and you're risking it over something that it feels like it's fixable. It feels like a misunderstanding. I hate that for people. I hate when it's really easy to have happen, but that's what this feels like. If this is for you, if this is ringing true for you, if you could, like, I'm going to give you a minute or two, a little bit here, because I know my comments are slow. Please let me know, because if there's someone that this is ringing true for, I'd like to pull a couple more cards on it. And I'm not asking you to pay for a personal reading if this is ringing true. Not saying now see, this is me doing free readings when I'm not supposed to be doing free readings anymore. This needs more cards. I just need to figure out where I need to pull more cards on it and what else I need to be digging into. This is like someone, it's like a misunderstanding, and you're risking. This is a lot of cards. 2 of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it's only 5. 6 with 2 of Swords, but the 2 of Swords is different. This is, you're not seeing things clearly. You're in your own head about it. You're not seeing it You're not looking at all perspectives, and you're not looking all the way around. You're just feeling the thing. And if you were to look inside yourself and then also look from their side, you could have a victory over it. You've got devil, which is a temptation situation, but it's also, in this case, it feels a lot like your own inner demons and your own inner problems and your own inner negativity speaking louder. Choice in Lover's card, Strength, King of Swords, Six of Wands. However this plays out will work out, but that's also because, I mean, no matter what, things work out. You need to remember that the strength isn't just brute force. Strength is compassion also, and kindness, and bringing compassion to the situation. King of Swords is being very straight to the point, but also knowing when to be straight to the point and when not to be. When to be in your head and thoughtful, but knowing when to have emotions and when to see beyond just that and to look at the whole situation before slicing things. Six of Wands is victory. This might be painful, but it's going to come out positive for you. I don't know if whatever relationship's at risk is going to come out of it with you, but you'll make it through. All right. I'm going to shuffle that energy away because no one has commented that I can see. And we're going to move on to something different, hopefully. Although if it's that important, the cards will keep giving it. Let's see what else there is. What other messages might we have? What other messages might we have? I'm not going to use this particular deck. I want to go back to this deck. Let's see what this one has. See what this one has. Oh, already a card flipped over? Huh. I didn't even do my thingy, so I have to go through this deck. Oh yeah, something's up with this deck. Alright, we're going to start at the bottom and go through it. But these were Seven of Pentacles. Nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. King of Cups. Always compose yourself before giving a response. But I need to see what's up with this deck, because it was like half of them were one way and the other half was another way. See? How does that even happen? Sometimes I think it's because I get too into the energies and I'm not completely paying attention to what I'm doing. Which is good, because then I'm not just pulling cards. I'm getting the energies to get the cards, but then I end up with decks all wonky when I move on. Which is why you're supposed to clear the deck, like I'm doing. So, it happens because it does, and this is how you handle it. Love it when I talk to myself more. Alright, thank you everyone for coming. Really glad that I was able to come back on. See what messages can I get? What messages do you have for me to put out there? Messages do you have for me to put out there? What messages are there? Whoa, 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 whoa. See? No. Decks are starting to be silly. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's not as many as I was thinking. Okay, these are all right. 10 of Wands. Why make things so much more difficult than they need to be? Also, just being exhausted because you've put hard work in, which isn't always bad. 15. Toxic witches. Be cautious of those who take more than they give. I like that. That's always wise to pay attention to those you keep around you. Because sometimes you think that everything's great, but you're feeling bad and you're helping people because that's what you want to do, but they're taking and they aren't helping you back, and that'll just drain you completely. Hierophant. Tradition is important, but it doesn't have to be everything. Hermit. There are some things that must be done on your own. Cozy witch. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. This is actually not feeling too bad. You're putting hard work in. Maybe some people feel like you're doing harder and doing more than you need to be doing, but you're putting hard work in. You need to pay attention to the naysayers and the negative people in your life. Limit them as much as you can and stop giving to people who aren't returning. Stop helping people that happily take not only from you, but from everybody else, that are running around absorbing everyone's happiness and leaving everyone feeling negative and down. Limit that contact as much as you can and protect yourself to the best of your ability. Sometimes we can't completely cut them off, and sometimes we don't want to cut them off either. Sometimes we care about them, but we have to set up boundaries and protect ourselves. Tradition's important, but it doesn't have to be everything. It's good to have traditions and to follow them, but it's also important to make them fit into your life and make them work for you. If the traditions aren't benefiting you, if you aren't getting anything from them, if they're more of a burden than they are helpful for you, it would be good to find a way to incorporate them in a way that isn't a burden. In a way that you are still honoring the tradition, but you are also able to live your life fully and comfortably and happily and enjoy that tradition, instead of feeling like, oh God, we got to do this because we got to, but it just doesn't feel right to me. I don't like it. Don't do that to yourself. Hermit. Some things have to be done on your own. Sometimes we have to work some things out. Sometimes we have to take things on our own. But don't let yourself get stuck in a negative loop when you're in Hermit. Hermit keeps coming out. So I think some of us need to take time to ourselves, and some of us need to actually get out of that Hermit stage because we've been stuck in a loop there and we're actually harming ourselves more by not getting out, which I think is part of why this 0 is next. Take a chance. It's time for a new beginning. Take some chances. 10 of Pentacles. Having it all looks different to everyone. I call this my daughter card because it's like one person with a bunch of cats. And currently that is definitely what her happiness and having it all would look like. Page of Swords. Curiosity is a type of magic. Be curious. Embrace your curiosity. Go searching for some stuff. All right. Yay! This was almost another hour. Thank you for being here with me. Hopefully these messages helped people. Thank you again, Patty. I greatly appreciate it. I think I'm going to go. I have about an hour before I have to get ready to pick up the kids. Thank you guys for being here. Greatly appreciate it. In the month of March, I am offering $10 personal private videos. You and I will be the only one to the link. I think I can set it up so you can share the link with someone if you want. Also, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get it up in numbers so I can reach more people. Thank you very much. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow.